Alright, so I started pulling tokens and even a couple of quarters out the bottom portion right here where you can still see some tokens, and there was some up here. And just going through what I'm seeing when it comes to wire management and all this, this is killing me. From an OCD standpoint, no, I do not like this wire management. So I'm actually going to just pull this computer out, and we're going to see what all we're working with back here. So as I started pulling the cables out, starting with power and just working my way down, I noticed that one of my audio cables isn't plugged in all the way. So that's something to take note of why either one, I had some scratchy audio, or two, I didn't have audio coming out of a particular speaker. So there is that. So this is the keyboard USB, so that's unplugged now. Alright, work continues. Alright, so I've got the computer removed. All the wires and everything are just kind of pulled out and dangling. I'm not sure how much of this is factory and how much has been altered over the years. I just don't know if this is standard to have a surge protector wired in like that. It might be, because this looks pretty aged. That might just be standard. I don't know. But that's what we got going on here, along with all these cables. But they're all going up in here to an area that I do not see easily accessible unless I remove this panel right here, which looks like we've got screw, what used to be a screw. And of course they're all security bits and a different size than what I've been using on the exterior, so I'll have to change that up. And I know damn sure this is not standard. So we're going to remove this as well. Alright, we now have access to everything. So it looks like I found out where the audio is going to, the amplifiers right here. And I'm going to just be going through and making sure everything's got a proper connection on it. And see if I can... Oh my god, nothing's ever mounted. Okay, at least that one's screwed in. But, oh my god. See if we can clean this up a little bit. Figure out if things are not connected that should be. I don't know. So this is going to be a fun little task to go through. So I'm working on getting this control panel removed, and I come to this screw that's in the current position that it's at. It's a security bit screw. One is a security bit, so that sucks. Two, it's not screwed all the way in, so that leaves me questioning things. Three, I tried using my security bit portion on it, and it messed it up. It is like stripped out, stuck in there, so that's awesome. So I'm gonna have to use other tools to get that SOB out of there. Okay, after removing these three security screws, as well as the ones underneath right here, I'm able to remove this control panel. I don't know what I'm going to do about this screw. I might try to see if I can get it from the other side over here, but it looks to be pretty damn seized up. That's going to require some extra effort. But the main thing is I'm able to access all of these switches and cables to make sure everything is working accordingly. Looks like the belt for the wheel is good. For the... Alright. So... Yep. Fun stuff. Got the entire steering wheel assembly and everything all taken apart. Got all kinds of dust dragons and everything inside of here. I'm pretty sure, like I said earlier, that this LED light strip is not factory. And I'm not against it being there because it does light up the console and everything. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't rigged horribly, but that looks like it's on there pretty good. So what I'm going to be doing is going through everything and get anything all cleaned up. I got this, no, Daddy doesn't like that. So I'm going to take that off and get that all cleaned up. Yeah, get everything all cleaned up, then get it all back together again. All the cables and everything cleaned up. It's one of those things where a lot of you that do arcade repairs and put stuff together are probably going, just play the damn thing, Cary. Yeah, I get you. But I guess I just want everything to be clean and put together and then work as well. I don't know. I probably am putting too much effort into this. I should just play it and enjoy it, but I guess I just want it to look nice as well. Ugh. It's one piece at a time. It used to be all rusted up and everything. I mean, it's not mirror shining, but definitely looks a lot better than what it did. So, one piece down. Just gotta keep on trucking. Alright, so I've got all the buttons cleaned up. All of this is nice and cleaned up. All the wires are all nice and cleaned up. Used my multimeter, checked all the switches, all the micro switches here to make sure that they are functioning correctly. Got that all cleaned up, flame polished the tachometer and RPM gauge area right there, so that looks a little bit better. For some reason, they had this button saying NOS, just like that button. I don't know why. So I'm going to make sure the wiring is all correct. But for whatever reason, they had that as NOS. It was a makeshift button wherever... Yeah, here it is. They had this in here. I don't know why, but it looks like it was definitely not factory, so they put that in there. But yeah, and then something about the steering wheel I've noticed is that these are kind of oval shaped instead of nice and round. So it looks like we're probably going to have a little bit of slack in the steering, but hopefully it won't be wiggling back and forth. So I'm in here troubleshooting because I know during gameplay I was not getting any detection of my NOS pedal whenever I used it. It would not use the NOS, so I thought that maybe there's something wrong with the pedal in general or the switch. But using the handy-dandy multimeter, I can basically troubleshoot whether or not this actual circuit is good, and right now the circuit is broken. I'm not getting any kind of detection when that pedal is pressed. So I'm going to have to take off the pedal around up front and figure out why. Well, of course that one's stripped out. Alright, NOS pedal has been removed. Looks pretty basic. The internal micro switch sound. That's what we were looking for. Now on to the next anomaly. Time to remove this and figure out why this shifter knob is not working. Alright, so took this out and we have definitely that solder connection's been broken, and this ground wire connection looks like it's already been repaired at one point. Should go inside this thing, but it's broken, so I'm gonna have to repair this and repair that, but every other connection and switch looks to be working good. As far as getting this cleaned up, I'm not going to be able to get that cleaned up unless I'm able to somehow or another remove, because this does not come off of that, because obviously, so that sucks. I'd like to be able to get this cleaned up as just I can. It's just going to be a little more challenging than I would like it to be, but I don't know. We'll see what we can do. But the mech itself is pretty interesting on how this shifter works. You've got your two micro switches here, and you've got two micro switches there. So as it goes through the gears, it's able to figure out what gear you're in. Yeah, but it's not clean mirror polished like I'd want it to be, but it's better than what it was for sure. But I want to say I think I'm ready to start getting everything reassembled, because I've got everything cleaned up pretty okay. I can get it better down here, but I need to get some new hardware for the center of this. But I mean, look how nice and clean that is down there, no more rusted look. And then we'll start getting it back to make it one big machine again. Don't worry about her in the shifter. She ain't hurting anything. It's your horrible driving that's hurting things. The girls make fun of me for making second place. I don't see you doing any better. It's harder than it looks, huh? Alright, about got this thing put back together again. In case you don't already know, if you ever own an arcade, the best thing to do is to put your sticker around every portion of the damn game. I got one even behind the damn marquee plexi right there that I've got to tear open and remove. Then I've got another one over here, I'm sure. Yes, right there as well. And I've already taken off one on the top of the damn marquee area up there. I mean, like, I don't understand the reasoning behind that, and I'm sure there may be even more than I'm not even seeing. Here we are. It's back together. Ready to go. Still got to remove this damn sticker right here. But everything else is back together again. I have not made or got new locks in yet. So I've done the good old fashioned put a screw in it like they did. Kids been playing it a lot already. Guess it's time to get it into the lineup now.